Hi YouTube. I I've been talking a lot and like I can hear myself breathe and then it's like really messing with. Hi YouTube. Welcome back to Honkai Star Rail. So, I hope everybody's good. We're going to start off the stream by reacting to a new diva debuting today on Honkai Star Rail. I don't know their name yet. I just opened it up. I didn't look at anything because I like to give the girls a blind reaction, honey. A blind reaction. I love that I closed out of the tab. I closed out of the tab. Okay, let me open it again. 1 second. Oh, we got a guy this time. Interesting. You know, the boys, they like to give a little moment sometimes. Are y'all ready? It's Ashley Ho from the hit show Black Mirror. Oh, honey. Yes, a man. A man's gonna give the girls a show. Let's see. Come on. Now, don't be too judgmental. Sometimes the boys can serve. Hello?
It is time. Make your choice.
Oh, pause. The choice in music for this character immediately establishes an aesthetic, and I'm kind of into it. I like when you take the chance to differentiate yourself. What is your mayhem? Right, okay. What's your mayhem? Gaggy, gaggy. Wearing the heavy plate greaves on just the forearms, the hands, waist down, but giving all body. Otherwise, get into that part. Why do you even need the armor, babe? Is it fashion? Just say it's fashion. Okay. No. I know the girls are gagging with this one. No. I like a serve like this because just go all the way with it, you know? Play the metal. Let them fight. Snot?
Make your choice.
Oh, on him?
The day will come when your back bears the mark of your demise. Make your choice.
I mean, he's no Aventurine, he's no, what's his name? Rose guy. But he's giving you something new. He's giving you himself, he's giving you his mayhem. Snot, body, you know.
From now on, I am strife.
Yeah.
Submit or die.
Yeah. I know some of the girls are into that kind of thing. Yeah. It's cute. I like him. I like him. Not the other girls. I'm sorry, the other girls did give a little bit more, but this wasn't bad. Like I'm not like saying like, ooh, this sucked. I'm not saying that at all. I like how different it feels. but it's a lot of competition coming third. You know, exactly, Frillish. It's like, yeah. Okay. Well, let's continue with the story. Oh, textbook is ready. Um, I'm a hater, to be honest. Let's get into the tea on Honkai Star Rail, where I can never find this quest. Pristine Blue. Wait a minute, what were we doing? No, 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 no. Finest duel in Pristine Blue 2. Where does it start? At dawn to war. It automatically begins after Rogues on the Run. Okay, so it's I have it somewhere. I have it somewhere. At dawn. There it is. Sorry, y'all. This account has like literally 3 years worth of story quests. Right, exactly, damsel. It's like I get that, like I can. It's a nicely executed like dark, but I'm like more of like a mayhem kind of dark, not like a, you know, I am strife kind of dark. You know, I'm like a Rouge the Bat kind of dark, not a Shadow kind of dark. I'm excited for
Seriously? When
3.0.
is this war dance going to start? The Sky Splitter has been hovering there for ages. When can we board and see what's inside?
Is this how long life species live? Everything proceeds
Me walking
so
up the chest and turning
slowly.
around.
The effectiveness of anticipation in my emotional center is at an all-time high. Oh, I need to drink some coolant.
Relax. The Realm Keeping Commission will send boarding notices to all ticket holders. The Gazette said the Sky Splitter will fire a salute before the ceremony starts.
I saw the schedule for the first day of the tournament. Can you believe the ringmaster accepted 4 challenges? And he's just a kid. So, who are you betting on, Bardo?
I'm betting on neither. I lost all my credits betting on Roboball
Hi, Sig.
games in Taikian. This time, I've decided not to rely on probability games to accomplish my target of getting rich.
War dance.
When are we starting the war dance, girl? We have been walking up and down.
Here you are.
Hey. This
I heard
is
you and Mr.
a
Don
raspberry
Hung went
orange.
to meet the judges, and then a riot broke out in the shackling prison. I was so worried about you. Thank goodness you both made it out safe.
I completely forgot that we summoned that Borisin dude and broke out of that prison.
There was a revolt in the shackling prison. Fortunately, we were protected by the guards until the Cloud Knights arrived to rescue us.
That was crazy.
The Borisin traveled all the way here to infiltrate the Lafu, and attempt to rescue their leader with a crafty scheme. This is completely unlike them. To be honest, it reminds me of what the disciples of Sanctus Medicus did during the Ambrosial Arbor crisis. At present, all 3 generals are on guard, and taking action to hunt down the fugitives, and the mastermind behind it all, in order to prevent further trouble. However, if these Borisin can disguise themselves as Foxians, where do we even begin to search for them?
I did eat a moldy date. I did. These aren't moldy though, but they're kind of cool. They come in different colors. I think they're like a crossbreed between like a normal orange and a grapefruit. Not a grapefruit orange, like a blood orange. They're like a sweeter blood orange. I got them because it just sounded cool. They're not really that crazy, but they're cool to look at.
Yeah, I heard them too. But I'm afraid I'll have to disappoint them. I've already reported to General Jing Yuan that I'll give up my role as the ringmaster.
But haven't you been rehearsing for so long, Yangqing?
The security of the Lafu is more important to me than anything else. I need to fulfill my duties as a Cloud Knight Lieutenant before taking on the honor of being a ringmaster. Those tourists just want to see some good sword fights. Anyone can participate in this kind of tournament. Doesn't have to be me.
Oh, so you're too good for it.
The real challenge lies beyond the ring on the Sky Splitter. If we don't capture the fugitives soon, Hoolay will wreak havoc.
Hoolay. I remember Hoolay now. Yeah.
Obviously, there's someone behind the scenes orchestrating this prison break, intending to spread chaos. If we fail to thwart their evil plan, what honor will be left for us to uphold?
Well said. You may be tiny in stature, but your ambition matches
Hi,
that
Nerf.
of the Yao Qing's warriors.
Are we playing Fly for Fun?
Hey,
I wish.
this has nothing to do with my height.
Fei Xiao, I thought that you were already on the move, honey.
Yes, I suggested to Yang
Pookie,
Qing that
thank
we
you for
find a
watching
place
it.
to have a decent meal. A hunter must be well fed before the hunt.
You still have a good appetite.
She's like
Even
the
in the
hunt
face
because
of
that's her
disaster.
thing. She's like the
You
hunt.
truly are the Merlin's Claw. Please finish the food quickly so we can get to work, General Fei Xiao.
Well, that's not up to me. Dig in. I called you here so you could enjoy the food.
Me? This isn't the time for a leisurely meal, and this is way too much for me.
Yang Qing, all work and no play would make I don't know. I don't know how that finishes.
Oh. You'd give me time to enjoy a meal, but not yourself? Ever since you encountered those borisin spies, you've been so busy that you've hardly eaten anything. You can't defeat Hoolay on an empty stomach. Take your time. Enjoy the meal and calm yourself.
Hulay's whereabouts are still unknown, and they've even taken Mr. Zhao Cho hostage. The longer we wait, the more complicated the situation becomes.
Zhao Cho always said I'm the most impatient person among the Cloud Knights, and I can't argue with that. So, there's no reason for you to be more anxious than me. I've fought against borisin abominations for years, and I know their ferocity and cunning well. The borisin were clearly well prepared for this prison break, and now they are staying in the shadows. They have no reason to rush out into the open. When facing cunning and ferocious prey, the hunter must be more patient, biding their time to seize the golden
Girl, we
chance
get it,
for the
Fei Xiao.
sense
You're part of the
blood.
hunt. We're gonna pull for you, whatever.
Once Hoolay loses his patience and reveals himself, that's when we'll strike.
When I like to go hunting, what I do is I start the hunts. And when I'm hunting, what I love is the hunt.
When will that time come?
Like I said, it's only one meal away.
General Hua Yan, the Skyfaring Commission has finished its preparations. Do you have any other instructions?
Representing the consensus between the Merlin's Claw and the Divine Foresight, I'll step in as the temporary commanding officer of the seat of Divine Foresight and oversee the Six Commission's affairs on the Luofu.
What is the situation at the shackling prison?
Hoolay made a quick escape and even sealed the gates of the prison. As of now, the Cloud Knights have re-established contact with the staff inside. The good news is the two Nameless who were trapped in the shackling prison are safe and sound.
I know I shouldn't use the word great given the current situation, but I'm relieved that she and Don Hung are safe.
We've lost contact with one of the messengers from the Xianzhou Yaoqing. The Borisin have likely taken him hostage. Don't worry, you.
Oh my goodness, I
Fei Xiao
forgot.
is leading the wolf hunt operation, and you know how capable she is.
They took Homeboy.
I have no doubt about General Fei Xiao's capabilities, General Hua Yan. I'm more concerned
Hi,
about
Tark.
the wardance. According to the plan, the ceremony will begin in 6 hours. The Sky Splitter will be activated, and all visitors will board the ship to watch the contest.
Oh, it's about to go down. I didn't know it was that soon. They keep meandering around it. I thought it was going to happen like in 3 weeks.
Now, with Hulay's whereabouts unknown, everything is filled with uncertainty.
Oh no.
March is right, Grandpa. I heard the escaped prisoner from the shackling prison is beyond formidable. In case anything goes wrong...
So, Yun-Li, what do you think we should do?
Wait, is the Seraphim still performing at the festival? Their new single hot? Because this is quite dangerous for them to go now.
Well... I believe we should declare martial law and allocate manpower to search for the escaped prisoners. And as for the war dance, it's better to announce an indefinite delay for now.
But the single just came out.
Your plan sounds solid, but unfortunately, solid plans rarely get a chance to be implemented. I believe there are at least 2 parties who won't accept your approach.
I did see people fighting over crazy, but I'm like, Le Seraphim has been business partners with Overwatch for like a minute now. See, this is the thing. I'm gonna move on. Keep pushing story.
Are the many travelers who have come all the way here for
Save it for a YouTube video or something.
If we declare martial law now, it's like declaring
I saw that and I was like, what are you talking?
How do you think the outsiders would
Sometimes things that happen on TikTok, you gotta leave it on TikTok.
Terrified, and chaos might ensue. The second party is the staff of the Xianzhou Luofu's 6 commissions. They've invested a lot of resources and manpower into organizing the war dance. Suddenly suspending it indefinitely would create numerous challenges for them.
Okay, I just gotta get a thought on my head so I can focus. Sometimes I see people arguing on TikTok and I'm like, what are you even arguing about? Y'all just make stuff up sometimes. I'm not saying like y'all, I'm like saying like people on TikTok. I saw people arguing over that on TikTok. I'm like, this is like not even a thing. Like this isn't real. You're not arguing about anything that's real. Okay, that's it. Okay, so it seems as though they can't delay it.
Of course, not everyone disagrees with your idea.
Really?
The mastermind behind this incident would fully support your opinion, presumably. Hoolay's escape and your discovery of Borisin's spies at Stargazer Navalia. Even a child could guess that these events were orchestrated. The fugitive is just one piece in the game. The one controlling the pieces wants to spread chaos and suspicion among the people on the Luofu. If we declare martial law and postpone the war dance, we'll fall into their trap and instill fear in people even before Hoolay actually does anything.
So what do we do?
We have to let the Seraphim perform. The only way that people aren't going to notice that something's going on is if we let them perform.
We'll search for the prisoners while maintaining order on the Luofu, acting as if nothing has happened.
As if nothing has happened? Yanqing said he'd assist the generals, and now he's nowhere to be found. With the host ringmaster gone, how are we supposed to act like nothing has happened?
See, this is the thing, is like Yun-Li has a lot of conviction because I don't know if y'all can tell, but she's a big Le Seraphim fan. That's why she has the Chaewon Bob. She's like her bias is Chaewon. So she's really worried about the safety of Le Seraphim, which is valid, but Le Seraphim, they're businesswomen and they understand sometimes, especially when you perform at this caliber, you get caught up in sometimes like politics and things like that, and they know that their role is to perform, so I'm sure they're going to get some security detail and they're just going to do their best.
That's why I called the 2 of you here.
Jewel the Sloth, thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you. It's really sweet that people stop by. That's really cool. Which Star Wars characters would get the Le Seraphim collab? Oh, definitely March. I can't think of any of the definitely March and that streamer girl. Definitely those 2. I don't like role playing as March because I don't really see myself in her and I can't really relate to her experiences as the method actor. So I guess what would her choice be? Are you suggesting that I take Yanqing's place?
General Huayan, are you asking me to take Yanqing's place as the ringmaster?
You caught on quickly, Miss March. That's exactly what I mean.
Miss March is a guest invited by General Jing Yuan, Grandpa. How can an outsider represent the Lawfu in the ring? It will make the Xianzhou Lawfu a laughingstock.
Dear child, the nameless of the Astral Express are renowned throughout the cosmos. It's an
Yunli
honor to
literally
have
just
them
dragged
participate
March
in the
right in her
ceremony.
face.
Plus, Miss March is a disciple of the little Cloud Knight Lieutenant. How can she be regarded as an outsider? We can't afford to have any problems during the war dance. I'm entrusting you not only with the honor of the ring, but also with the security of the Sky Splitter. Yukong, please explain to them the rest of the arrangements.
Impurities, show you my impurities. Le Seraphim is so camp. The thing is, like, Le Seraphim, because if y'all watch the documentary, you know that they have a plan. I don't think that they plan on going forever. They know how K-pop is. I think they want to do a good job. When Le Seraphim ends and we're all like 15 years past it and we look back on Le Seraphim, we're going to be like, that girl group was so camp. Like, they are really giving us camp. Like, they're giving us girl group. Like, when I'm saying camp, like, they're giving the concept of girl group all the way. Okay.
There is no need to apologize.
Hi, Hot. Welcome in.
The Cloud Knights fight on the
Good to have
battlefield
you.
while you judges punish the criminals. We are two sides of the same Xianzhou Luofu, and it is my honor to serve the Ten Lords' commission. I've grasped the situation of the prison break. Now tell me more about the current state of the shackling prison.
Borisin infiltrated the prison in disguise and released the prisoners, spreading chaos. Among the judges on duty in the 4 divisions, Judge Shui from the detention division was killed and is temporarily unavailable. So, I'm taking over her duties and commanding Arumaton spectral envoys and spiritfarers to quickly restore order in the affected areas.
When I apply like a smoky eyeshadow, I like to believe that I'm giving Hanya. Like, say what you want, like, oh, she looks pale and tired and dead. She's the type of like emo realness that every girl wants to give when they put on a smoky eye. Like, I love her look.
I and the two behind me will go deeper into the prison to investigate.
General, the
It's very
situation
zombie
inside
boy.
is still chaotic and perilous. Your presence would be...
It's common for Cloud Knight generals to face danger directly. Hoolay has escaped, and the Yaoqing envoy is being held hostage by the Borisin. His fate is unknown. This is a grave matter. Not only did the Merlin's Claw offer no reproach, she decided to go after Hoolay herself to prevent further calamity. I believe the Luofu owes her something in return for her fervent determination.
Oh, you know, Lingsha and Hanya, they both were in the Mayhem listening party last Saturday. Like, you know that they were there.
How did
They're those kinds of
infiltrators
girls.
learn about the location where Hoolay was held? And
I
how
think
did they
Lingsha
time
likes
their
Garden
plan
of Eden.
just before the Yaoqing messengers were ready to escort him? Finding the answer to these questions shouldn't be too difficult. What truly matters is if we can gather the clues that lead us to the mastermind behind all of this.
I understand.
Hot, thank you. Thank you
afraid
for the
it
tier
won't
3
be an
sub.
easy
Thank you
task.
so much.
For a long time, this hidden force has been pursuing their own goals and undermining the security of the Luofu. Backing down now will only encourage them to further endanger the peace here.
Soren, hi, welcome in. Let us know who your current favorite is in the girly pop block. Which one are you watching? Like, which game? And which one is your favorite?
The Ten Lords Commission will support your decision with everything we have, General.
Dan Heng and Ling Sha. I'll need both of you to accompany me on this challenging journey.
Well, it's part of my responsibilities as the Cauldron Master. So, where would you like to start, General?
Don Hung listens to How Bad You Want Me and the Beast. I know it.
Let's start
I know
with
it.
those Borisin disguised as Foxians.
My people have already prepared the evidence.
BB, thank you for subscribing.
According to Lieutenant Yenqing's report, he stumbled upon a few suspicious Foxians at Stargazer Navalia.
After following them, he discovered that they were actually borisin in disguise. This is one of the bodies.
Looking at him now, it's hard to imagine how he transformed into a Phaxian.
My alchemist detected some complex ingredients in his remains, which might explain how these borisin were able to disguise themselves as Phaxians. Simply put, Phaxians and borisin share a common ancestry. Although they look completely different now, there isn't much genetic difference between them. This medicine allows borisin to temporarily change their shape into that of Phaxians.
Lingsha is like a chemist down, girl.
So, in other words, if they stop taking the medicine, their true form will soon be revealed?
This is what Lady Gaga wrote The Beast about. And what she wrote 911 about, too.
Indeed. This means that these borisin have a steady supply of the
Matt,
medicine
welcome in.
within the Lawfu. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus. Looks like
Hi,
the Alchemy
Simon.
Commission is involved once again.
Thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoyed the video. Right, like the Phaxians and the borisin are just divergent from the same genetic
When I was
code.
sorting through the prescriptions they used, I came across one called Semblance Reversion Essence. It's designed to help those disciples suppress signs of their Mara-struck forms and maintain their normal appearance. When I compared it to the medicine found in the borisin's body,
They're one and the same, aren't they?
the medicinal properties and ingredients may differ, but the principle remains the same.
Since ancient times, the borisin have always sought to have more powerful bodies, regarding the Phaxians as weaklings. Yet, in order to save their warhead, they were willing to disguise themselves as Phaxians.
Jing, we know this stuff already.
Their determination is quite remarkable.
Lingsha's looking at him like, girl, were you listening to us in the past 7 quests?
If these infiltrators rely on the medicine to maintain their disguise, then following this lead in our investigation seems prudent. Please follow me.
Well, I guess he's just now showing up at the prison. Okay.
Here we are. According to the judge, this area is not yet under control, so we should proceed cautiously.
Wait a
I
minute.
captured the nature of the medicine in my sensor. By following the medicinal fumes, we should be able to retrace the steps of the disguised borisin.
Are they letting me use my character because I have a Lingsha? It's not a trial character? Somebody said that she was giving Princess Bubblegum, and you're right. She was kind of giving Princess Bubblegum. Since I have a little bit of a moment, I do want to say that I have started Arcane. Shout out to Undyne for putting me onto it. I have started my League of Legends research, and I decided to start my research by watching Arcane. That allows me to just watch a TV show and not really think about the video until the TV show is done. Currently on Season 5, Episode 1 of Arcane. My heartstrings have been torn, and I question if I am maybe a lesbian in a man's body. Because there was one scene where 2 of the girls were like, they got like really sapphic, and I was like, I'm shipping. Great show so far. Great show so far. Lots of drama, lots of gags, lots of goops, lots of turns. And the animation is kind of sickening. The animation is kind of sickening. It's kind of sickening. The animation's really cool to look at. Okay. I'm on season 1, no spoilers. Because it's a Netflix show, it moves fast. Y'all can tell me what happens in season 6 and my whole world will be, not season 6, episode 6, my whole world will be shattered. Netflix plots, every 15 minutes. Every 15 minutes something new is happening, and it's fun. It's fun.
Strength. The attacker shattered
Pax, welcome to the
Warden's
chat.
bones with a single blow.
Such
Would you say I'm
brute
feeling
strength
fantastic?
is not
Yes.
something an ordinary borisin possesses. This is likely the work of Hoolay.
If I may be so bold to ask, is this borisin truly that formidable?
I have lived
Oh,
a
Lingsha
bit
has
longer
no idea.
and
Lingsha's going
engaged
to
in a
see
few more
Hoolay and be
battles
like,
than Miss Lingsha. To the Alliance, borisin have always been the most formidable adversaries. And Hoolay is a monster feared even among his own kind.
Damsel, we are in, like, Pluto is in Aquarius. Like, we are literally in the age of Aquarius. Isn't it, like, so interesting that, like, we've been getting nothing but, like, it's a feminine phenomenon. It really is. Like, we are in the girly pop era. Like, I'm not just saying that because that's my social media brand. Like, we are in it. We're in the thick of it. Like, every day I wake up, it's like Lingsha on my screen giving gags. It's that one little redheaded girl flying around in Honkai Star Rail. It's XG. It's Gaga. It's Charlie. It's what else is happening in other spaces? Like, Nikki's a cowgirl. Like, Overwatch is back. Like, it's good. It's good. We're having a good time. Sometimes.
With his strength, Hoolay united numerous borisin
I did listen to The
packs,
Giver.
forming a grand army of abominations of abundance. They constantly push the Alliance's armies into perilous positions. Over 7 centuries ago,
KDA.
I followed my mentor on a campaign against the abominations. And I personally witnessed the devastation on the battlefield after Hoolay appeared.
You know, Hoolay, when Hoolay was going through this prison, he was listening to KDA. Shall we show him how we do it every day? You know? And that's like, once that first verse hit, he started knocking the guards down. Yeah, he had his little AirPod in.
Even with medicinal pellets that suppress the fear caused by his lupitoxin, countless Cloud Knights succumbed to panic in the face of his murderous aura. They couldn't even raise a hand in resistance. If the former sword champion
I just
hadn't
noticed that Jingy
immobilized
wanted
Hoolay with her frost
kind of having a
blade,
moment.
the outcome of that fateful battle could have been very different.
Oh, that's right, because he can poison people.
By the end of the battle, only a few of us remained. The crimson moon cast the sheen of blood on all. Everything I saw was painted dark red.
If that's the case, why wasn't the beast executed instead of being imprisoned?
Lingsha, don't ask questions like that.
The judges cast those unforgivable and nearly immortal abominations of abundance into the eternal flames of the stars, reducing them to ashes.
Lingsha, like, literally listened to him say some of the most traumatic stuff, and she was like, well, why didn't you get rid of him? Lingsha, time and
Their
place.
so-called immortality is just a facade. I mean, nothing can truly defy death, can it? I just don't understand why the Lawfu kept this tumor for so long, leading to the terrible situation we're facing now.
No, Lingsha's kind of like me. I get Lingsha. She's coming off a little bit strong, but this is how I get. I get like this too. It's like, there's a problem. Are we gonna solve it? Like, what? Lingsha, you gotta calm down, girl. There's probably a reason why.
But I guess I understand. The people of the Lawfu are known for their kindness. Even when faced with the malignant tumor within the Alchemy Commission, they couldn't bring themselves to cut it out. Instead, they exiled the healer, who tried to solve the problem, to the Xianzhou Jumi.
Prillish, I saw you said that you watched the Swine Fest for the first time. I feel like you don't even need to be a Gaga fan. Like, if you're just like into like concepts, if you're into seeing somebody just like be like, I don't care, I'm going to do what I want to do, that kind of energy, watching the Swine Fest, it all makes sense. It puts it all together. Okay.
I understand if you hold grudges against me, Miss Lingsha. I take the blame for the resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. As for why Hoolay was only in prison, I can shed some light on that too.
I'm just a healer. I'm not familiar with the past. I'd appreciate it if you could enlighten me, General.
All right. Let me tell you more about it as we go.
God. Oh my god. Wait, I'm not ready. Okay. Yeah, the whole art pop era just there's so many eras in art. Like art pop is an era, but art pop has eras in it. Like when Lady Gaga says she doesn't remember art pop, I believe her because you had the Swine Fest. You also had like that release party performance she did where she was like in a cage singing Aura. Lady Gaga has been out here. Like, do not play. Hi, Ube.
Unite our goals. Dreams of a let us dance once more.
Yeah. Yeah, it's over already. Fast enough for you.
Pink went home.
Did this Cloud Knight also take the medicine?
No. This is a borisin in disguise. A guard killed him before he could return to his original form.
All these borisin are dressed in official attire. Besides the Cloud Knight, there were also 2 borisin disguised as members of the Skyfaring Commission and the Artisanship Commission. Whoever is providing them with official identities must hold the position of power. Let's search elsewhere.
What I think about Gaga's performance in SNL. Choose a road, and there you go. Run circle in the clouds. Oh, keep your mind. That Abracadabra. Hey, Killa I think was like really the highlight. Killa was like really new for the Gaga fans, but Abracadabra, that reminded me of Judas. There's a really legendary performance of hers doing Judas at SNL. It gave that same energy. If you ever want to use copyrighted stuff, Rye, I discovered that if you keep it under 1 minute, it tends to be a little bit more lenient. If it's over a minute, they like to take it down, but I don't know. They're also really picky about it too. There's something over there. I want to go. I'm feeling playful and experimental. It was like 8 seconds. I was at work today and we had an event. We also had a DJ and they blasted Lady Gaga throughout the day and I was just having a good time. When in doubt, play Gaga. The Diva Circus, Gaga in a cage, Pink soaring across the sky, Miku is the ringmaster, I see it. What about Britney singing Circus? There's only 2 types of people in the world. The ones that entertain, the ones that observe.
Dangerous thoughts.
Britney's the siren of the circus, she's a mermaid tail. Yes, just put her in the water and let her spin around in the water. You have to put her in like a deep pool that she can see the glass. Like you stand under, you see the glass, and she just twirls around.
Time to play the neck resonate all together. Not this time. One. That's fine. This time.
Oh my god.
Show me what you can do. I'll give you 5 seconds.
Oh my god. Okay, sorry. I have to lock in. That was scary. Okay.
Fearless knows not fear. I venture forth to forever triumphant. Victory is inevitable.
Y'all squad initiate techniques.
Unite our goals.
Be of your body and mind. The truth. Everything in this world is bleeding.
Oh, he's strong. Okay.
Never hesitate. That won't do.
Night. Stars echo.
Let's seize this fine moment. Dream vanished. Dreams of a... Let us dance once more.
I just like battling in this game for the sake of doing it. It's just fun to me. Oh, purr. See, they almost got us. It's really fun. Linksha with Fugue is really fun because she's a healer, and it's really fun like having like an offensive healer. Anyway, who cares? Let's let's continue the story. Little Mix is the circus animals. Balegde. Was that Little Mix? Balegde? Hi, Hammy. Yes, okay. No, don't chase me. Stop. OMG, stop. No, they're chasing me.
Yan Qing told me that an IPC ship was attacked by borisin. Is this what they were transporting on the ship?
They're Transformer Borisons.
Yes. The Artisanship Commission and Alchemy Commission conducted a joint examination and found that the parts of this machine are made from specially refined borisin biotissue. I heard the Intelligentsia Guild has been researching the biological properties of long-life species, hoping to make medical or combat-related discoveries. However, they haven't dared to cross any lines due to their so-called...
I'm glad you noticed that, gamer. They just like dropped on the floor.
Perhaps to those scholars.
Look at how gnarly
borisin
this
are no different from lab
raspberry
animals.
orange looks.
Maybe the borisin attacked that ship to retaliate against the Intelligentsia Guild for experimenting on them?
No. If it were only about revenge, they could just wreck the ship and destroy all the cargo, instead of allowing it to end up in the shackling prison.
Sorry, I clogged a little bit of
It was a
information there.
deliberate display to showcase the dangerous nature of the cargo in broad daylight. This way, the cargo would end up in the shackling prison, serving as a tool for the prison break.
This skill in exploiting the blind spots of others' mindsets is so atypical of them. I'm afraid the IPC and the Intelligentsia Guild unknowingly became their accomplices.
Watch out! This thing is still alive.
Don Hung's voice actor is going to give it to you every time. So I started a new playthrough of Pokemon X after watching the GPL, and tell me why my rival got to catch a shiny Bunnelby.
Species has crossed the line.
Tricks. Everywhere you turn, Tricks is there. I'm telling you, I'm putting a lot of manifestation powers into that Pokemon. I'm cooking something up for her in my mind.
Show me what you can do. I'll give you 5 seconds. Never hesitate!
Hammy, thank you for 7 months.
Holding back.
That raspberry orange was not it. I've been hearing your name come up in other communities. I'm so... I love that there's 2 different things. I was like, was there something wrong with the raspberry orange? Oh my goodness. Well, thank you so much for letting me know that, Hammy. I know we're in a battle right now, but I was going to say that I wanted to mention something astrology related. For girlies who want to get into it, there is a really studied and cool person. I always have to look them up, but I'm going to say it. I think I've said their name before. They did a really cool Sailor Moon astrology analysis. So like, even if you're not really into it, they do a really cool analysis of like tying together the narrative and visuals of Sailor Moon into astrology. Christopher Renstrom. He is like a gay man, like salt and pepper hair gay man, like older uncle gay man, who is really into like history, anthropology, mythology, and astrology. And he talks about the months more in a way that's like historical, like talking about how cultures viewed those months and things like that. But he was talking about He was talking about, I swear I'm tying this back to Hammy. He was talking about how the blood moon for specifically Aries rising and Capricorn sun, which is me, there's this sense of like running in place, and you feel like I need to like do like different things. I feel the need to do different things. I'm not gonna go too much into it, but I'm just saying like that was really nice of you to say, Hammy. I'm happy to know that. Renstrom, yes, exactly like that, Sunny. Renstrom. What I do sometimes in the morning is like while I'm like making my eggs and like letting my coffee heat up, he does chapters on his videos, and I'll just go to the chapter because he'll do it for every month, and I'll just go to the chapter. And when there's like significant events, he'll like explain the history. Like he'll do another video and he'll explain the history of that significant event, like the blood moon that just happened last night, and he'll go through each of the placements on it. But he has chapters, so you can look at it. Anyway, I like it. I think it's cool.
Share good fortunes.
Yeah, I think I linked it, or you linked it. Somebody linked it in the GPU. But ever since then, he's been one of like my comfort channels. It's just fun because y'all know me. I get like a little bit woo-woo, and it's kind of cool to like to listen to somebody who obviously like reads and like studies the history of it in the text. And I like to just know like a knowledgeable perspective.
The truth burns everything in this world. It's bleeding.
OMG. Hot Hands McGee, thank you so much for 10 gifted subs. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, I like esoteric stuff. Like it's really fun to like listen to like what like more ancient civilizations or other cultures, like how they view the world and the workings of it. I'm not necessarily saying that like this is law or anything, because sometimes when I do talk about it, people think that I'm like trying to push it onto people. I really am not. I just get really curious. I think it's really interesting to listen to somebody who like knows that kind of stuff, because I like when I hear that kind of stuff, I'm like, I want to ask questions, and when I can find somebody who can talk about it, who's answering the questions as I'm listening to it, I'm like, okay, I'm locked in. It could be literally any topic.
You haven't answered my question about why Hoolay was imprisoned in the Lafu instead of the Yaoqing General. You've been reserved in your response. Could it be that such an arrangement wasn't
Have fun at the Drag Race
honored?
party, Robbie. Thank you for stopping by and saying hi. Thank you again, Hot Hands McGee.
The reason why the Marshal didn't leave Hoolay on the Yaoqing lies in the very mech in front of us.
Are you suggesting that there are people trying to understand Hoolay's secrets and use them for their own purposes? Just like with this mech? Well, I understand. I've heard that the Foxians on the Yaoqing share a bloodline with the borisin. And just like the borisin, some of the Foxians there experience an uncontrollable insanity called moon rage. The Marshal believed that this would be inhumane and no different from what the borisin did, so...
Exactly. While borisin see moon rage as a blessing that unlocks their true potential, Foxians see it as an inevitable curse within their bloodline. Countless healers of the Yaoqing have attempted to unravel this mystery, but to no avail. Why can borisin control the power of moon rage? Can we Foxians break free from this curse? These questions were asked frequently.
Yes, exactly. Right. I love that kind of stuff too. Like, yeah. I'm not religious myself, but I always find that there's like a lot of things that used to be called magic in like ancient times, or like spiritual in ancient times. We've codified it into science these days. So it's just really cool to it's also like a nice reminder that humanity, like humans will repeat themselves in different fonts and flavors. It's also really cool to think because like sometimes like in ancient civilization, many people in like the modern age will see the way that they thought about the world as like archaic, but really they just had different words and definitions for the same outcomes. Like, we're more advanced in physics now, but humans have always had like a tangible understanding of physics. I'm not going to get too much into that, sorry.
Each questioner had good intentions.
Foxians.
But the road to catastrophe is paved with good intentions. To the Foxians of the Yaoqing, Hoolay
Hi, Hancho.
was not only the warhead of the borisin, but also a monster that could be the subject of much research. Hoolay thus became a poison that corrupted people's minds without their knowing.
Okay, let me digest this. Okay, so some Foxians experience the moon rage. Okay.
That's why the Marshal decided to imprison Hoolay and the Luofu. It wasn't an honor, but rather a warning.
Because such selfish pursuits in the name of good intentions once led to a tragedy on the Luofu that served as a warning to future generations.
The sedition of Imbibitor Lunae. By imprisoning Hoolay and the Xianzhou Luofu, the Marshal both suppressed the dangerous intentions of the Yaoqing Foxians and warned the Xianzhou Luofu to refrain from repeating its mistake.
I know people are saying stuff in chat. I'm trying to absorb this because I can tell that the characters are kind of
a necessary trade-off.
Creating the picture of why Hoolay wasn't
solely about the Xianzhou natives
executed.
Only when all three races, Foxian, Vidyadhara, and Xianzhou natives, form an alliance, will there be a promising future for all.
Thank you for enlightening me. Was it for the same reason that you traded off my mentor to the Xianzhou Zhuming, only to stand idle and allow the resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus?
You said that I couldn't bear to cut out the malignant tumor within the Alchemy Commission. But
Oh, you sent the 5.5 trailer? Okay. And Pickled, I saw that she said that there was 5 codes.
But did your mentor tell you? Her
Not 5 codes, 3 codes. For
led her
5.5.
to perform certain healing arts on Dan Heng, who had
I'll
just
try to remember to
finished
watch
his
that in a
hatching
second.
rebirth, so that he would regain the memories of his past life.
What did you just say?
Wait, what?
She believed that restoring the High Elder's knowledge of his past life would allow the Vidyadhara to resume their duty as the guardians of the Ambrosial Arbor, quelling the strife within their clan and bringing everything back on the right path. But just as I mentioned earlier, the road to catastrophe is always paved with good intentions. Since then, the 6 charioteers decided that the Alchemy Commission would no longer have a cauldron master. Until your arrival now.
If that's the case, I should thank you for protecting my mentor by
Quite the contrary.
thanking me.
All I ever want is to have a clear conscience. However, can long-life species truly achieve that goal in their long-drawn lives? For example, you were implicated a
Jing
long
Yuan
time
is sending me to a weird place with his
forced to leave
tone and
your
the way that he has been
homeland
speaking
without
this
knowing the
entire
truth.
time.
And now, with the complicated situation in the Alchemy Commission, the Alliance has spared me a lot of trouble by sending you to handle this challenging task.
He is luring
Shouldn't
me into a trance
I
too.
be thanking
And
you
I don't
instead?
drink anymore, so this kombucha is making me feel a little bit something.
Your eloquence is indeed
I'm just
impressive.
saying.
The divine foresight. You won't
Y'all know how you
even
pick up a
need any
kombucha
excuses to
sometimes
hold
and
a
it feels a
grudge
little bit
against
like sangria?
But let me make it clear. The Alliance sent me here to handle the business impartially, not to choose sides.
It doesn't matter which side you choose, Miss Lingshaw. At the end of the day, both you and I stand on the side of the Alliance, don't we?
Okay, that was a lot. So yeah, the 5.5 trailer, I'll try to watch it. Maybe like a little bit early we'll stop and we'll try to put those codes in and stuff and watch that. The 7.2 stuff for Final Fantasy XIV, I didn't watch the trailer, but I'm like trying to like keep myself a little bit hyped for it because honestly, this is the first expansion where I've like played the least. I still play like maps and stuff. I got a second Figment coffer for my Final Fantasy XIV girlies. The one thing I have been doing in that game is hunting Figment coffers on Sundays with we have like a couple friend. One of the people that we went to go see the concert with is a couple, and we play together in the afternoon on Sundays. So I got my second Figment coffer, but the stuff for the crafting, planetary exploration or whatever, and the new exploration content coming in 7.25, the armor sets that are coming in 7.2, it seems a little bit fun. I'm quite excited. Yeah. Yeah. They have like Final Fantasy 9 armors and stuff that we can get. That's gonna be fun. This is like you talking about the sweet dates. Oh, my kombucha? Yeah. I took a little sip and I was like, whoa. It is like a fermented drink, so maybe there's just something in it that I biologically like. When you drink it, your body's like, whoa, girl, what are you doing? Putting that rotten fruit juice.
These Mara-struck soldiers don't appear to be escaped prisoners.
How can you tell?
These soldiers are fully armed. Obviously, they didn't hastily join the battle.
The messenger named Morza did say that there were two groups of
Morza.
attackers. The other attackers, aside from the borisin, could hide their tracks. I believe he was referring to these people.
Hide their tracks?
Exactly. I've engaged with these attackers before, and they used cloud hymn
Thank you,
magic
Dice.
to hide their presence. Without careful observation, no one can detect them.
You once warned me to be cautious of the Vidyadhara Elder's influence within the Alchemy Commission. Could it be?
What's on your mind, Miss Lingshaw?
Well, it seems that someone provided the attackers with a map of the shackling prison. And considering the Vidyadhara's involvement in the prison's construction, it raises suspicion about their role in this.
Are the Vidyadhara helping the Borisins? Let's find out.
Additionally, the fact that the Borisin need medicine to disguise themselves would suggest that there are still moles within the Alchemy Commission assisting them covertly. Moreover, forging official identities for the undercover Borisin would
They've
require
always been
someone
suspicious
with
in lore?
significant
Okay.
authority.
So the Vidyadhara, okay, so they probably like are part of the CN show, but they've always been a little bit like.
And the presence of assassins capable of using cloud hymn magic deepens my suspicion about the Preceptors. But why would the Vidyadhara collude with the Borisin and aid in Hulay's escape?
You can tell Lingsha and Monica Ice went to the same
chaos.
school.
They believe that only in chaos can they regain their former power and influence.
Thank you so much, Tark, for hanging out. You have a good weekend too.
Since this edition of Imbiber de Lune, the once proud dragon race has been powerless, watching their influence wane. Being a native of the Luofu, Miss Lingsha, I believe you understand
The aim is to spread chaos. They believe that only in chaos can they regain the former power and influence. Okay, so Lingsha and Don Hung are both part of factions within the CN show that kind of represent... They're not necessarily like the leaders, but they're like the new generation that are kind of putting the pieces together of like why would all of this web and this network of all of these sort of factions within this fleet, what's really allowing the Borisins to do this, because they couldn't have done it alone, right? And they both come from a place that they could be like, well, I know somebody who might have helped, and Don Hung is like, well, I know somebody who might have. Okay. I had to say it out loud to like let myself understand.
However, I don't think the preceptors are the true masterminds. If I'm not mistaken, the one behind all this treachery is the Lord Ravager who exploited the weaknesses within the Law Fu and instigated the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, ultimately leading to the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection. Fentilia.
Please remember, General, that everything I've mentioned is mere speculation. We need concrete evidence for a public trial. If you want to interrogate someone within the Videodorus
Hi, Polly.
ranks, you'll need irrefutable proof.
So, what's your plan?
I assume there might be, Rai, if they've always been a little bit like
I'll send an
wishy-washy.
invitation to the preceptors.
An invitation?
They should do a side game of Jade just cutting deals. They should do like Jade's Tycoon, Jade's Business Tycoon.
The preceptors have been inviting me for a personal meeting since my arrival on the Lafu. Now, I'll send them the remains of these Mara-struck soldiers and the route map I found in the prisoner's possession. Then, I'll ask them to meet me at Scale Gorge Waterscape. I'd like to hear their explanations.
Good idea. If I were to take action, it might alert the true mastermind. I trust you to handle this matter, Miss Lingshaw. The internal affairs of the Videodora should remain under their jurisdiction.
You woke it up. You woke it up. Jade, I love Jade.
And don't worry if things don't go smoothly. Once the wolf hunt operation is over, the hidden truths will come to light.
They are Videohara, and Dan Heng is the reincarnation of Dan Feng, the past High Elder of the Lofu, from what I remember.
Speaking of the wolf hunt operation,
Yeah, Pickled said earlier, reminded me that, like, Dan Heng is like the reincarnation, like, of the sedition of Imbibitor Lune. Like, whenever that's mentioned, I just think he's the reincarnated version of whatever that concept is. But he doesn't really take an active role as an elder. So their people are, like, kind of aimless in
worried
a
about the
way.
Yaoqing messenger who was taken hostage.
That might be a really, like,
Hoolay was starving in the shackling prison
bad
for
way to explain it.
centuries. I don't know if the messenger can survive in that wolf's clutches. May Rainbow's blessing keep him safe.
Girl, not you sending a rainbow blessing to the gay man. Okay, I got you, sorry. Bailu technically holds a position, but he has advisors.
As I
positions.
said,
Oh, okay.
I'm a healer. But
But
my
has
art of healing
advisors.
requires
Okay,
the
okay.
culinary arts to be truly effective.
Well, that's convenient for Dan Heng.
The magic of my cauldron is its ability to make all kinds of medicines into dishes that patients can eat.
Oh,
When
thank
simmered
you,
and
Hello
cooked
Sweeties.
together, any kind of medicinal herb or ingredient becomes a delightful delicacy.
Well, you know what? I'll send you a rainbow blessing, Kizzy. I had a really awful time. I was editing, and I had like an hour of free time. So I said, let's fire up Overwatch. Let's have a little bit of a good time. My little treat for myself. I lost a rank. Girl, I was almost gold. I lost a rank. My first game, I had a wrecking ball that threw like a minute into the fight. I said, okay, honey. I don't know who you are as a person, but obviously you're having a bad day and now it's our fault. Second game I won. Third game, I healed my Tookus off. You know, sometimes when you're healing, it's like, okay, I noticed the DPS aren't doing anything, so I'm going to have to take it upon myself to heal and do what the DPS are supposed to do at the same time. That's fine. I like playing Lifeweaver. It was fun to try, but you can only try so much. Lost. Second game, the tank was like scared of tanking, and I'm like, we're in competitive, so just do it, I'll help you, and if you die, try again, but try. They didn't. Lost. I said, okay, let's log off. I think Dan Heng was still part of the High Elder power, while Bailu has the passive other part. It seems like Bailu kind of takes the role. Dan Heng doesn't seem to want to be part of it. So my brain is just going to accept that Bailu is the sitting elder.
Delicacy. But isn't that just one flavor overpowering the others?
Well, you have a point. Let me
Not him
ask you
cooking for these boys, girl.
If there's a
Well,
fussy child who refuses to eat green peppers, what's the best way to make him eat them?
the key to they say the man's heart, something, feed him.
Stuff the kid's mouth with the green peppers and cook him alive in a pot.
You have quite the sense of humor. I've heard that you borisin have lost many of your taste buds during the self-modification process, so you can't experience complex flavors. Only the saltiness of blood and flesh truly awakens your appetite.
Why is Zhao Cho talking like this?
It's a shame I don't have any green peppers right now. Otherwise, I'd happily stuff them into your mouth and cook you alive in a pot.
Zhao Cho, this whole scene is the experience of me being the only gay person in my competitive random solo queue.
I'm just kidding. The answer is quite simple. Chop up the peppers and mix them with minced meat to make meatballs. This way, the flavor of the meat overpowers the taste of the peppers. And even a fussy child can enjoy them.
Can I just boil your tongue in this hot pot? I know you're trying to buy time until someone comes to your rescue. You said that Jin Liu recently returned to the Luofu, right? Well, she did come back. But unfortunately, I also found out that she committed serious crimes and was escorted to another Xianzhou ship. Do you really think you can delay our departure by provoking Lord Hoolay's desire for revenge with your clever little tongue? You see Borisin as savages who know nothing about the Xianzhou.
He's so ugly.
We know all about your tracking tricks.
I look over at chat.
Like the jade abacus you're carrying, and the side cranes in the sky. The more hope you hold in your heart, the greater your pain will be when death comes. I wonder if you can maintain your composure when I tear your throat open.
His composure is only a temporary effect of the medicine. And it will wear off soon, right?
Lord Hoolay.
Oh, you pathetic Foxians. For thousands of years, we were the ones who allowed you to live, and who granted you civilization. But in the end, you chose to betray us for the freedom promised by the Xianzhou people.
I'm sorry, but I'm trying to like. Sometimes when you play an anime game, it's like, what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? What you doing? What you doing? What you doing?
But it's all right. As long as you catch the scent of your masters, you obediently return to us. No matter how far you run away.
Hoolay. Have you ever wondered why it took them 7 centuries to come to your rescue?
No, because if I was sitting at like the boardroom table and that we were going through, because you know they make this stuff, people submit it, they go through it in the meetings, they approve everything, and if as they were making this picture, I would stop and I would say, so everybody, I want to ask the audience in the room tonight, in the boardroom tonight, before we release this product, what scene are we creating here? You know, like, because
the Borisin's era has long passed. Did they ever tell you these harsh facts before giving you hope for returning home? Lord Hoolay. Now they're being crushed by the Merlin's claw of the Yaoqing. By a Foxian. They're hiding in remote corners of the cosmos. Trembling with fear like a wounded beast on its last legs. Reaching out desperately for any fake hope of salvation. Which in this
Okay,
case,
I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop because now I'm egging people on. Okay. I can't remember if you know this, but Jinglu and Jingyuan's former master, and then okay. Okay, I was like, I forgot who Jinglu is. Wait a minute. Jingyuan, Dan Feng, Jinglu, Blade, and a dead Foxian named Bai Hung were besties known as the High Cloud Quintet, and so they have a lot of unresolved feelings after they fought an emanator of the abundance, and then Blade and Dan Hung did a thing, which is why they're pariahs. Oh, so after that fight, Dan Hung tried to do the revival, which forced him to reincarnate, right?
The Merlin's claw of the Yaoqing.
Okay.
A Foxian. Very interesting. Tell me, Mock Talk. Is he speaking the truth?
He isn't lying. That lowly beast was a war slave who ran away from our pack. Cannon fodder, a thief! She stole our power and used her knowledge about us to fight us, using every dirty trick in the book.
She ran away from the pack. Oh, but she wasn't. Okay. Oh, so she's got a little bit of a backstory. Okay.
And she bested you, Mock Talk.
Deku.
Fairness is but a pathetic excuse
Okay.
for the dead and
You'll be lurking. Okay. Thank you. What flavor is the kombucha?
Since
Pink
our
Lady
pack
Apple.
has fallen apart, who told you that I was alive? And who sent you here?
I think that was backwards, but yeah.
In our darkest hours, it was a prophet of the Master of Immortality, named Mangus, who showed us the way. Her guidance brought us hope.
This prophet, Mangus, what does she want?
The prophet made this proclamation. The borisin have been divided for too long, and only your return can unite all the packs, restoring us to our former glory. That's when we learned that you were still alive. It must have been a manifestation of the Master of Immortality.
Pink Lady Apple just tastes like apple. Honestly, I get this one a lot because it's quite cheap. And it doesn't have any like filler in it. But the best way I can describe it is this kombucha literally just tastes like a non-alcoholic cider. If you've ever had like a hard cider. But I like it because it's got it's good for your gut. Maybe that's TMI, but gut health is good health. They say that your body actually like an unhealthy gut can actually affect the mind. Girl, I need a healthy mind.
And the prophet told us that the Foxian general of the Yaoqing would take you to her ship.
Magic
during
Penjo,
the LaFu's
thank you for 4
war
months.
times, and that it would be our best chance to infiltrate and free you from your prison. And just as she said, we did it.
That so-called prophet lied to all of you. She just sent you here to die.
But her prophecy has come true. Our warhead is right here, with us.
I like Hulay's hair and his Foxian form. I want a wig just like that.
Once the news about the prison break spreads, the Cloud Knights will close all the ports. You may think you've escaped the prison, but you're just trapped in another cage, known as the Law Fu.
In prison and during his work, his powers that he did a thing to kind of... Okay, I see you. Pengel, well, I'm glad you enjoyed the VOD channel if you're still in here. Thank you so much for resubscribing. Thank you for stopping by and saying hi if you're still in here. Stomach is more of a container where the body melts food as opposed to absorbing nutrients. Oh.
Let me kill this unruly, lonely beast, Lord Hoolay. I assure you that our star skiffs will soon arrive.
Y'all got scammed. Y'all got scammed, and you're just mad about it.
Right now,
and Hulay's just now figuring out. He was like, y'all broke me out of prison. Y'all don't
distracted
even have a
by the
plan.
stupid war dance. So this will be the perfect chance to escape. Once you've returned to your territory, your revenge against the Xianzhou ships will be within reach.
Perfect chance to return to my weak and shattered pack at the mercy of a ridiculous false prophet and become a mere puppet in her clutches. Her plan is full of flaws. The only paths she has prepared for you are escape and death. Listen up. A wolf never allows itself to become prey. From now on, you'll follow my orders. Since you are so confident that the Cloud Knights will close the ports, Jiao Chou, I'm now giving you a chance to go and see it for yourself. Go to the ports, come back, and tell me what you saw.
Wait, what did you just say?
But my lord!
Would an alpha wolf ever listen to a cub mock talk?
No, because this is like really giving like... This is such like a manly pop face. Like... That beard is so... I like this. I like it. I wish I could like get like lace front wigs and beards and stuff, because y'all know me. I wish I could get this. This without like the mean scowling. Like not the mean scowling, but the eyeliner and everything, and the brows and the beard and the hair. I wish I could get it all in like some sort of lace front moment in pink.
No, I've never heard anything like that. I wasn't trying to defy your will. I will always.
Yeah, the alpha wolf thing, we can just ignore that.
Your orders.
Lelodi Lore has 3 videos related to that. I try to link in the VOD. Okay.
I'm offering you a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Don't you want to run away, Jiao Chou? You will come back. Because Foxians like you always obediently return to their
Hoolay is so
masters,
wild.
no matter how far they run away.
Okay. Right. I literally lost my train of thought. Right, policymaker. The gut stuff, yeah, I read somewhere that like, because like we have so many plastics and like processed foods these days, that like there was like a study recently that found that there is like this sort of like radical that gets into the body often with humans, that gets into the gut, and it like releases certain like chemical reactions that essentially aren't good for your mental health. And I think it makes sense. It's like if your body is under stress with like an irregulated gut, and like if you're digesting things in a way that's not easy or healthy, that's part of your body, and your body is experiencing stress. But I also just think the kombucha tastes good, so it's like, okay, it tastes good and it's good for me.
I can't believe he actually let me go. What game
We have
is
2
he
credit
playing?
cards worth of microplastics inside of us. That's what Lady Gaga wrote Plastic Doll about.
Perhaps I can try to warn the Cloud Knights.
Oh my god, okay.
Perhaps I can just escape. Just as I suspected. He's testing me. The Cloud Knights must have been aware of the situation inside the
Hi, Boy
Shackling
Bloom.
prison for some time. Will General Feixiao personally lead a squad to capture Hoolay? For now, I'll do as he asked.
Sorry, I had to check something. Okay. Understand if you thoughtlessly ask him for aid, you will reap severe repercussions regardless of the outcome. Is it success or failure?
Would you like to board my star skiff?
Okay, okay. How many passengers can you accommodate?
My little star skiff can't accommodate that many. But I have a larger one that will arrive in less than 15 minutes if you need it. So, where would you like to go?
A double cheeseburger and fries,
You
I
need to
honestly
hurry,
think is
wherever we're
also
going.
healthy.
The war dance is
Sometimes,
about to start. The Skyfaring
sometimes you just
Commission
need
is
something that's gonna make
prioritizing
you feel
star skiffs
good.
heading to
I
the
want a double
Sky Splitter.
cheeseburger and fries.
Close the ports? Why would they do that?
And like, I am like kind of on a health, I'm not really on a health kick. I'm just a little bit more like conscious about like what I eat. Like I do a lot of meal prep and stuff, but trust and believe, like I still have snacks and stuff. I was gonna go somewhere with that, but I forgot what I was gonna say. I want a double cheeseburger and fries. Oh, fries. Like I'm cutting out like white potatoes. I have sweet potatoes and I really like sweet potatoes. I do really like sweet potatoes, but like sometimes I just want fries. And like I try to make like sweet potato fries and I'm like, they're just not the same. Like I want like a deep fried fry. I think on Monday I did some recording today, so I didn't have to do recording on Monday. And or at least as much recording on Monday. And I think because that's like my day off, there's like a really nice bar and it's been really nice out, and they have like an outdoor seating section. I think I'm just gonna like find a podcast and go there
Square
in like the
formation,
afternoon and have myself like a
circular
beer and a
formation,
burger and just like listen to the
yin-yang
podcast. That's me right now.
What should we try next?
I'm sorry, but the realm keeping
I'm trying to get a
Commission
gauge of who I
is
can
currently
be
closed.
secretive with. Do you
All
see
the
that person spying
officers
on
and
me?
Officials have been reassigned to assist in the war dance.
This every interaction took you minutes. Could you imagine? I need your help. I need your help. Nothing. I'm just wandering around.
Hey, although we're short-staffed at the moment, if there's anything I
Spooky.
can do to help, please feel free to ask me.
I do that, but rewatch. Honestly, no, I can't do that in public because, especially with a beer, because I don't drink anymore. It's gonna be like one IPA, and I'm gonna be by myself at the bar in the afternoon, cackling. They're gonna say, "Sir, you need to go home."
Hey there. I noticed you'd been
Look at
looking
them
me for
spying on
quite a
me.
while. Do you need my help?
It's nothing. I'm just wandering around.
Understood. Please come to me if you need any help.
She knows something's up.
Stop asking. I'm off duty now. Go bother someone else. Can't you just stop asking? You're not one of us, but I smell a familiar scent on you.
The warhead sent me here to check on the situation.
Not yet. There's no way for this tiny ship to escape from the Xianzhou. Only the starships at Stargazer Navalia can break through the Jade Gate. Moktok said there would be insiders to pick us up, but I haven't heard anything yet.
Hi, Magical. Welcome to the
Ports
chat.
haven't
Thank
been
you so
closed.
much.
What is going on? Stalling won't help. It's time to confront Hoolay and see what tricks he's up to.
I need to find out where that person is looking at me. Is that one girl who's playing chess? Girl, help me. You have to help me. Can you tell Facial, please? Hoolay turned into a man, and he's holding me hostage, please. She is never at work, girl. Okay, I want to ask for help. I'm going to check this guy out again.
I'm sorry, but Hey, although we're...
You know what? They say when in doubt, you have to look for a woman. When in situations like this, find a woman. I don't care that the person's looking at me. She's going to protect me, right?
Hey there. I noticed you'd been...
I need your help.
Could you please provide more details?
My name is Jiao Chu. I'm an envoy of the Xianzhou Yaoqi.
Wait, I recognize you. You're the lost Yaoqing messenger. How are you here?
I was brought here by the Borisin. Please make sure to report this news.
All right, I'll call for reinforcements.
I know he saw me. He's gonna tell on me. My name is Baladi. My waist has been missing for 24 hours. You did the same story. Okay. When's the next girly pop lock?
You're back, Jiao Cho.
Come and take a good look. Who is this?
I don't want to say soon, but before you know it.
Don't worry, this captain will help us.
What are you trying to do, Moktok? They have nothing to do with this.
Nothing to do? I told you to go to the port and check out the situation. But I never gave you permission to talk with others. Remember, this person died because of you.
Oh.
You want to prove to me that you hold everyone's lives in your hands, right, Hoolay?
Oh, exactly as you said. So...
Oh, this happens
the Cloud Knights close the ports?
What?
No. They don't want to publicize my escape. I understand. It's no surprise. For fears.
It's so crazy. This section is so crazy.
Especially during a
Hoolay being this like man, me running around trying to get help.
A group of fugitives, but rather a pack of wolves amidst the flock. My cubs are hungry.
Hi, Shandini.
Ready to feast on flesh and blood, reveling in your fear. Your calm facade will soon crumble.
So what happens to every MP? You can line them up.
Expose your pathetic bones anytime. There's no escape from me, Jiao Cho. Of course, you can try your luck and believe that your wits will save you. But remember, you're not the only hostage in this city. If you try anything funny, innocent people will die because of you. Now, let's talk about the Foxian general you serve. Moktok says she's here for me, which means she'll be hunting me herself. Before the hunt begins, I need to know my opponent. You can refuse and play tough, or you can cooperate and save us both some time, healer.
Sanjini, we have been struggling with that for the past like hour. Yeah. You're in good company. I don't care. I don't care. If you're gonna be violent, I'm not gonna sell out my good sis. Oh my god.
Good. At least you didn't try to draw attention with a scream. That way no one will die in vain. But remember, the next time you
Girl,
refuse
this scene with this kombucha and all this is a lot for me right now.
Then your knees, then your spine. I'll dismantle you piece by piece until only your silver tongue remains for you to speak.
Fine. I'll tell you what you want to know about her. But I expect something in return.
This is like the Beauty and the Beast, but messed
you're
up.
still in a position to negotiate with me?
You can torture me.
This is Honkai Star Rail.
Or
this is a good 90 hours into the game.
Save us both some time. Warhead. Here's the question that's been bothering me. How have you managed to survive and endure centuries of torture? Borisin aren't supposed to live that long. Or possess such regenerative abilities.
So, is that why the Shenjiao Yao Qing wanted to take me away? Oh, to some, I'm a hostage. But to
It is free to play,
others,
but it's a gacha game, so I never,
the
ever, ever
secrets they
recommend
desire.
people play this game. If you are interested in the game, I have a lot of VODs, and you can watch the story through me.
Captivity,
I will not
the
have that on my
Foxians
karma.
came and went.
Because you never know who has
blood and marrow,
issues with gacha games.
trying to
Gacha games can be
unravel the
very dark for
mystery
some
of
people.
moon rage.
But I play free to
They
play,
wanted to conquer the
unless
fear
somebody
of the
sends
borisin
me something.
and free themselves from their bloodline. Unfortunately, they failed to uncover the secret. So, they resorted to the most brutal punishments they could imagine.
So while Hoolay describes why he's immortal, Friday, Saturday evenings, we kind of like consider them like watch parties. I play like Genshin and Honkai. We're trying to get through the Honkai story. When we finally catch up on Honkai, that means I'll be caught up on Honkai and Genshin. So maybe there'll be streams on Friday, Saturdays where we do other things. But there's a lot of story in Honkai, so that's probably way out in the future. But Honkai and Genshin have very, very long stories, but they have a lot of lore and a lot of world, and it's just like fun to like, it's like a visual novel, and we just kind of like sit and hang out. Just to contextualize for my girlies who showed up today for the first time.
Some seek power to destroy their enemies, while others seek power to become their enemies. Which one are you, Jiao Zhou? Ah, I see. You're the most pitiful of them all, healer of the Yao Qing. You seek power to share it with others and do good. Well, then let me tell you the answer you seek. In our ancient legends, Duran, the ancestor of the borisin, was dissatisfied with his limited lifespan and power. He yearned to dominate the skies and become the master of all the stars. To achieve his goal, he sacrificed the lives of countless borisin and Phoxians, pouring them into the spring bestowed by the Master of Immortality. Through a form of genetic sorcery, the water gave birth to a miracle. The lunar embryo. Duran ascended the birthing bed and obtained what he desired. A heart in the shape of a deep red full moon. He cut open his chest and replaced his original heart with this crimson moon.
I was gonna say, girl, you're just telling me a myth. How do you stay alive all the time? Nini, that was literally me in competitive today. This is literally what Nini said, that this is what it's like to be the healer and you get caught in the back line by the opponent tank. This is what it feels like when a diva catches you as Lifeweaver and you're like, or like Doomfist or any diving Winston. It's like, okay, so here I am.
Laugh all you want, but only I know the truth behind every word. This moon heart beats within the body of every generation of the borisin warhead. In the ritual that decides the new warhead, the successor cuts open the previous
I do play
warhead's
DBD. I haven't played it in a
chest
minute.
and
I haven't played it
consumes
since
the
before they
divine
released that one lady
heart,
that had the
thus
dog.
possessing it
So it's been a
as their
while.
own.
Oh, wow. So it's actually, oh, okay.
Devouring is the true essence of life, allowing us to endure and thrive. It gathers the life essence of all the prey we consume, making us stronger.
We'll probably do
and
DBD again.
stronger.
We have a lot of games that we rotate through, so we'll probably enter a DBD era again.
I thought all hope was lost after 7 centuries of torment. But now, this heart is beating once again. All right. Now it's your turn to tell me everything about the Merlin's Claw.
We do have Dead by Daylight in the VOD channel. I'm trying now going forward with the newer stuff to organize it better, but like older stuff like Honkai, Dead by Daylight and stuff, that stuff doesn't have playlists, but it's back there.
Jiao Cho, I found you.
His boyfriend found him. No, Nini, you're cowgirl. Yes.
I know I'm in no position to question your orders, but if I understand correctly, you already have intelligence about the borisin?
That's right. My people are busy collecting clues now. What's the situation, Wadza?
Before we completely lost contact with Jiao Cho, I picked up a signal from his jade abacus. It won't take long before we locate their whereabouts.
If that's the case, shouldn't we immediately go there and join forces to eliminate the borisin? Why are we returning to Stargazer Navalia?
Looks like your general has only taught you swordplay, not the art of the hunt.
Girl.
There's an old saying among the borisin. In the forest, the hunter may easily become the hunted. While we may call ourselves the hunters now, chasing them blindly will only make us become the prey.
This girl in the hut. Girl, what is hunting us? Girl, we have the. What are you talking about, Fei Xiao? The hunt.
Joking, General? He's just a wolf who's been in prison for 7 centuries. Even with his accomplices, they're no match for us numerous Lawfu Cloud Knights. How could he consider us his prey?
Do not underestimate the enemy. Hoolay is not an ordinary borisin that can be easily killed. The advantage in numbers means nothing when we face that monster. A vicious beast who hasn't tasted blood and flesh in 7 centuries is now lurking on the streets of the Luofu right before the war dance. This is what makes the situation treacherous and unpredictable.
I love some of the lines in these games because if I was the actor, this situation makes this is what makes the situation treacherous and unpredictable. It's like it's so dramatic.
To him, the lives of ordinary people are just meat,
Do
ready
you
to be
think Hoolay's a
devoured
match
at
for
any
Acheron?
moment.
Oh, Acheron would gather him, girl.
Exactly. That is why we must succeed in our first strike, or the situation will spiral out of control. You've heard of this military tactic, right? When you surround your enemy, leave one side open for them to escape.
Here we
A
go
skilled
again.
hunter must be well prepared, waiting for the prey at the most advantageous position.
Girl, where do you want the borisin to go? Stop with all this hunt stuff.
What would we do if we were the escapees from the shackling prison? While we can disguise ourselves and blend in with the crowd, we don't plan on staying here for long. In this case, what do we need most now?
The
A
hunt?
star skiff to get us out of the Luofu.
Oh, okay.
Borisin we discovered at Stargazer Navalia were actually preparing a vessel for their escape.
We predict their next move, and we take them down. Let's start from where you found those borisin and corner our prey.
Okay, we're gonna stop here. We'll see if we can do any pulls. Let's see if I got anything. Probably not. But I do have a dream. And that's really what matters the most. And the hunt. Yes, we got 3 pulls, honey. Maybe more. Let's see. Nope. Okay. Let's get it. We have 5, actually. Have you ever hunted while hunting the hunted, but the hunted never wanted to be hunted, and yet you must hunt the hunted because they are prey? Actually, yeah. As a Fei main, I've actually been in that exact situation. I was watching, somebody left a comment, Vey isn't in the chats as much anymore, but they are watching the VODs a lot. They're catching up on this, they just finished the Penacony arc. Like, shout out to my VOD girlies, because I know some of y'all are really sitting here following the story with me. And when I think about it, like, we get at least like 1,000 people watching the Honkai VODs for like almost a year now. Collectively, as a community, we have experienced this story together. And Vey was commenting on a Penacony VOD, and I went and looked at it, and in that VOD we were pulling, this was the era when we were pulling like back to back divas. And I told y'all in those VODs, I was like, my luck is gonna run out, and I think I'm in that era. Magical Claws. If you ever want to get in the know on the next Girly Pop Lock, I will be putting out trailers and like information when it gets ready on my socials, because I know these past 2 ones have been really big, and it's like I had a lot of people have found me through it, and I know it's kind of hard to like find things live and stuff, but I'll do my best to let people know when it's gonna happen when it happens. I like to do a little bit of planning and stuff. I like to make sure I'm like in the right headspace for it, because it gets a little bit crazy, and I'm kind of sensitive, so I get overstimulated easy. But when it happens, it happens. and it's pretty fun. Girl, Tribby, it's okay, Tribby, I love you. Okay, let's change categories to just chatting, and we're going to finish off the stream by going into, we're going to look at that Genshin thing. We're going to go into Genshin and see if we can get, because I know there's codes. I don't really even know what's in Genshin right now, but I just like pulling on stuff. I think it's fun. So let me change stuff over. Look at IFA. What's IFA? Aoife? Oh, is that the new character? I don't know her name. Is that the new character? New character? Yeah, I've seen her. I'm excited for her. But I don't think that there's... Oh, he? Oh, I don't know about this. Okay, so I have a trailer. Let me, Oh, is this the guy that was on the sign? Because I see him in the thumbnail. Oh! Okay, let me start up the game. Oh, that's cool. Okay. So my new girlies, if you don't know what's going on, it's fine. There's a lot of people actually in the chat that don't know what's going on. The best way that I can describe experiencing these games is just accept what is in your face and eventually you'll start putting things together. We also have our own lore that kind of takes control, so good luck. That's one of the first ones. Not my video being recommended to me. Oh my god, I'm geeking out. Okay, sorry. My YouTube is open. Okay. Y'all ready? Day of the Flames Return. This is for the new update coming in Genshin Impact. Genshin has such a cute world. Is she a Sonic character? She's a Sonic character? Wait. I kind of love that.
What up, my dudes? The name's Aoife, a vet from the Flower Feather Club.
I like him. I like him. I like his look.
What up, my dudes? The name's...
That's a cute look. That's a cute look. That is a cute look. Look at his little bird.
Aoife, a vet from the Flower Feather Clan.
I like his
Nothing gets
outfit.
the blood pumping like a contest to see which tribe's the strongest, huh?
Yes, run, girl.
Time for a real showdown.
Are we getting...
Form first.
Stop, because y'all know that the only reason I played, well, the only reason I was like defensive, a little, not defensive, but like open to Natlan was Eonson, and they never gave us anything. I just got back-to-back reveals. Sonic Cowgirl, love. We also got a cowboy, and an Eonson combat reveal.
A vet from the Flower Feather Clan.
Nothing gets the blood pumping like a contest to see which tribe's the strongest.
That is an outfit I would wear.
Time for a real showdown.
Yes, honey, with the weights. She said, let's go to the gym.
Start the clock.
Oh, that must be like a debuff. The running is kind of cool.
Anyway, I'm sorry, but I gotta get some food in me.
That's kind of... Guess which one is a 5-star character? I bet it's Aoife.
More, please.
Aoife is me in the cowboy carter era.
Catch me if you can.
That's fun.
Figure out which way to go, of course.
Aoife isn't playable in this patch? Oh, okay.
Let me show you instead. Here goes.
I bet Eonson's the 4-star then. I bet this girl's the 5-star. I can tell by kind of some of the choices. Yeah. Some of the choices they're making, I can tell. But there is a little bit of cuteness too. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We got to analyze this. We got to analyze this. They're trying to strike the balance between both the audiences here. That heart moment, get into that. And then like the luchador sort of, I like that. I hate that. Purr.
Oh no, not good! The volcano is acting up again!
I'm gonna go for Eonson, I think. I just like Cowgirl and it's like pink and stuff. Like, obviously I like that, but I've been more excited for Eonson. You just think she's the bad seed. She's got a lot of work to do to get the girly pops to like her. Like the look alone isn't enough for us. It's that knock need kind of moment that's like, okay. I mean, whatever we're doing, it looks kind of interesting.
Is there really some kind of evil power inside the sacred flame crystals?
I gotta think this through. What should I do?
It would be great if we could get to the bottom of this, but
All I know is Mizuki
unraveled.
she ate that one and Hilly Churl Girl. Those two. I'm sorry, Miss Cowgirl here, but you're gonna have to do more than look to follow up those two divas because back to back story, honey. And those ones were good. Eva over here is giving end of sentence. Eva over here is giving, look at the gloves. I like him. I like him. I like Eva. I like Eva. I like Eva. Okay. Well, let's pull. Or let's get in and, I don't know. Maybe I'll pull on something. How do I get the codes? Did somebody send me the codes? I figure he's going to be a 4-star. I like hearing that. For me, as a free-to-play player, I like knowing that it's a 4-star. I'm like, oh, thank God. I might be able to get him. Y'all remember where we last left off? Girl. Riesli. I should go for Fiorina. I don't know. I might want to say... I might want to... I don't know. Mizuki's voice actress is British? Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna save, but we can still get the codes. We still have, it's pretty good time anyway. Yeah, I should save. Thank you. I think Pickled's getting the codes. Thank you, Pickled. You can lose to Mizuki starting next patch? Okay, yeah. Okay. Dang. I gotta get back on the horse. That and Infinity Nikki. I haven't even logged into Infinity Nikki. Damsel, I know if you hear this, you want to slap me on the wrist. I've been thinking about Nikki, and I'm like, Damsel's gonna be so disappointed in me if I don't get that cowgirl outfit. Dang. Yeah, I hope I lose a 50-50 for Mizuki as well. Thank you all so much for those kind wishes. Mother. Oh, is this for me?
Shower me with praise!
Have you seen that the event cutscene from the Inazuma event? I don't think so. Maybe? I don't know. The event cutscene from the Inazuma event. I don't know. Oh my goodness, Saint Trina Live. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hi. Thank you, that's very sweet.
Being too popular can be such a hassle.
Girl. Thank you, I will keep it up. Oh, I love that emote. Let's see, I don't know what to do. Guess we can run around. Mika told us Capitano was the one going to Natland? What are y'all talking about? Do I have any standard pulls? Okay. You sent me the codes? Okay. Okay. Okay, I see. Okay. Okay, let's put these codes in. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Pickled, for finding those codes and sending them to my account. Let's redeem the code. Entering code. Go Varessa 0326. Perf. Well, Noelle is stocked up and ready to go for Janssen. Let's say bye to the YouTube now. Cause I guess that's the end. YouTube girlies, I hope you enjoyed today. I had a lot of fun today. I feel like we got it was a pretty good episode today on Honkai Star Rail, in my opinion. We were like kind of gagging the childs a little bit, but I liked it. I liked it. YouTube girlies, I'll be here tomorrow if my YouTube girlies, I'll be here tomorrow if my internet works. I think my internet's been working now. It's been going out like every week, but hopefully it'll work. But yeah, whatever you guys are up to, I hope it goes by super well. I will see you next time, YouTube. Bye.